Live.
We're live, and I'll put my phone away.
Okay.
And try to ignore the blue lights.
That's really fun. They're kind of in my glasses too.
Yeah, mine are really bad.
Yeah.
It looks so distracting. It's really hard to look and listen without looking at blue.
Stop and stare?
Yeah. I'll just look at you like this the whole time, and then nobody can see because the blue is gone.
All right. If that's what you want to do.
Okay, cool. So.
Put my computer on mute.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, Brenda's orange just joined.
Brenda,
hi Brenda.
Hey, how's it going?
We're more relaxed this time. We're sitting back on the
just
sofa.
Chill out. Our backs hurt at the end of the day.
It's true.
So I thought we'd give it a try. I'm trying not to be displeased with the way I look leaning on the sofa like I'm taking a nap.
Maybe we should take a nap.
We probably should.
Do you think people would enjoy watching us
take a nap?
That'd be a really entertaining Facebook Live. Yeah, you can sit closer to me.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the part.
Oh, this is the part where I sing a silly song. Just kidding. This is the part where Chris shares with everybody, and I try not to say something dumb. So today, Tuesday, I drove my car. I didn't drop off Sam at orchestra because I arranged a carpool, so that worked out nicely. So I just went to work early, than normal. Ah, that blue light in my glasses drives me crazy.
Take off your glasses.
I know, but they're so cute. I kind of look like an old grandma. Okay. Glasses, fix my hair up here. I'm about ready to get a dye. Okay. Anyway, back to the blurriness of not wearing glasses now.
Brenda said, "What's up?" No, you're back. It's the blue blocker.
It's the blue blocker. I just got blue blockers on my prescription glasses, and I didn't know that it was going to do that, or I would have not. Maybe I don't know. It only happens when I look straight on at the camera.
Oh.
That's.
Well, it's all of the lights reflecting off your glasses.
Well, that you can count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can count them in my glasses. That's a lot of lights. Okay.
Yeah.
Just look. I'll just really take a nap, and then you can't see. Perfect. That looks great. I'll just lay my head back and relax. All right. I got my nails done today. Can't see very well. It's a heart and little slashy silver. That's it. That's not that exciting, but it feels good. Hi Jen. Hi Peggy. Welcome to hanging out with us today on the sofa. What else happened today, babe?
We got closer to having the mag drops. We redesigned the label for that.
Yep. So we got that designed, so that'll be ready soon. And
I added Dave Feldman to the Keto Salt Lake page.
He's actually on my list of things.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
You can do that right now, then.
Oh, the list of things? We might get done in 5 minutes. I'm letting my hair stick up. I didn't put enough stuff in my hair today, so it's more curly on the bottom than the top, so it's not that great.
Oh. Okay, so I'm done sharing.
Okay, so great.
Now we can talk about, one thing that's not
Hi, Holly.
on the list there.
Steve. Thanks for making me a treat, Holly. Appreciate you.
Making you a treat?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So, last week when we did our Facebook Live with Brenda, hi Brenda,
awesome.
We didn't know exactly when we were going to be getting the samples. And we got them on Thursday. And so now we have samples because Richard...
now we have samples.
I
guess it just feels like it's been a week or two.
It's been a long
half a weekend, can I just tell you? The kids and I went in on Saturday, and Chris came, and we made a bunch of samples. Too close.
Too close? Okay, how's that?
The closer you get, the more people see my double chin. You can't even see that. Your beard covers everything. I was talking to somebody today and we were joking that I needed to grow a beard so that I could cover my whole head. There you go. I have a beard now. It looks so good. I have a skinny face now. Keto's going to help with that.
Yeah. And you can't scoot closer to me. You're always complaining that I was closer to you.
I know, he's always going away from me, but I guess it's my turn now.
Yeah. Anyway, so Richard Thaler says, going to place my sample order pack this weekend. Keto Chow adventure begins. I can't wait to see what you guys have in store with new product designs.
We're so excited.
Yeah,
It'll be so awesome. Welcome to the family, Richard.
Speaking of new products, I'm drinking taco soup right now.
Delicious. How's it taste?
It's pretty good.
Do you want some cheese in there?
I kind of do. So I like the old flavoring better than the new one.
Is that the new one?
This is the old one. So
we've been testing for a while. We just keep testing. Trying to get something right. This is going to be so cool though because it's a beef protein, so it's going to be totally dairy free. And
yeah. Now the discussion was whether I was going to use some of the beef tallow that I rendered from the cuttings from the brisket this last weekend, or if I was going to use butter, and I just went and used butter. So there's a half stick of butter in there. It's really good.
Oh, Amanda said, did you go with 1 or 2?
1 or 2 what?
That's what I want to know. What did she say? Scroll up a little. Let's see.
She didn't. That's the first thing she said.
You must have said something out loud.
What did we go for? 1 or 2? I don't know. Holly thinks you look great.
Oh, Holly's so nice.
Okay.
Thanks, Holly.
So yeah, we got samples in. Yay!
Yay!
This week we have salted caramel on sale. Oh, the taco soup. Did I go for 1 or 2?
2 taco soups?
No, because she tried them both.
Oh.
So there was one that was a darker red, and there was one that was a lighter color.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm using the one that's the lighter color. It's the original.
I think I like the original too.
Yeah. So, because Amanda did come in and test some of the flavors that we had mixed up.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Speaking of which, that's on your list. Because we got the samples in, we had to do a quality control test of all of the different flavors, which meant that, we didn't get in the samples of Snickerdoodle because we already had those, and we didn't get the samples of raspberry cheesecake, we already had those, and not to bring up a touchy subject, but we also don't have samples of chocolate peanut butter.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
So of the 18 flavors, we had 15 of the samples that we had just gotten in that we needed to test. So we mixed up 15 flavors in the in the blender bottles.
We put them in the fridge.
So they're in the fridge. They're still good until probably Thursday. So if you happen to be near our warehouse in South Jordan, Utah, and you want to be like Amanda and try out some of the stuff that we have, please
come by. We would love to meet you.
We would love to meet you. So
I sit out front.
Yeah, Miriam does sit out front. We change stuff around. It's a lot easier. We used to, it was not set up right. Now, when you walk in, you can just grab stuff off the shelf, and it's a lot easier. No more, you have to ask us to get you stuff. So,
yeah, it's kind of weird. That was kind of weird.
Yep.
Now it's just a little crowded, so if 2 people come in, then it's hard to get by. But we do have some Oh Hello stuff left, and
getting more tomorrow.
We're gonna get some more on Thursday,
so
that'll be good. So please don't come in and buy it, because then I can put it in the freezer and eat it later. Just kidding. You can come buy it.
If you don't buy it, then Miriam sells it to herself at a discount.
I sell it to myself at a discount, and my kids love it. So
even the ones who don't do keto.
Yeah, they do.
You can put that closer to me.
But yes, Oh Hello. We have Oh Hello.
So let's see.
What else?
Yesterday and today we got some more information out to the vendors who are going to be coming to the Keto Salt Lake conference. Originally, we were just going to have just a couple of vendors from Utah, pretty much just from Utah. But there was a big area available because we kept on getting people asking, hey, can we come? Can we come? And we're like, we only have space for 10.
So we rented out bigger area that we can put vendors in. Now we can have 27 vendors in
26.
there. 26. And
27 including us. So
and then
yes,
13, I think, in the original area, which is the hallway that's right next to the thing. But it's not like it's far away. You walk through the front door, and then there's the vendor area. Then you walk just a little ways down this hallway, and there's the meeting area. So you have to get from one place to the other anyway. So it's not like the vendors are going to miss out by being passed. So anyway, it'll be great. The Keto Salt Lake, if you haven't looked it up.
KetoSaltLake.com.
KetoSaltLake.com.
Yep. We
So
got a lot of great people coming.
Yep.
Including Dave Feldman, who's the newest addition. He had to run it past his wife, and
she said, "Okay."
So Amanda wants to know if Ross and Kara are coming.
Oh, you know what? I think we talked to them. I think they're going to Paleo FX.
Yeah. Strangely enough, Paleo FX is the exact same
Sadly.
weekend.
Well, we didn't really pay attention because we can't go to Paleo FX because we have sucralose.
Well,
and
not
they
just
don't
that, but we have refined vitamins.
Yeah, we're not.
So, and a
It's
Acacia
good
gum.
enough for Paleo FX.
Yeah, so
But it's fine because we're not a Paleo product. We're a keto product.
we are a keto product.
So we weren't really thinking when we put those out the same weekend, but that's okay. I think it'll still be great. We'll still have lots of people, and it'll still be lots of fun. And yeah.
Holly says if you're lucky, Steve the booth babe can help you at the warehouse when you come in.
Oh yeah.
When people come to visit.
Yeah, Steve's there now.
Yep, Steve's our newest full-time employee. So
what else is on our list? Okay, this Saturday, speaking of local Utah, since we're apparently talking about that right now, we're doing our meetup this Saturday, and it is going to be fun. Bring your loved ones and bring a treat that you love, because it's Valentine's Day this week, and it's just 2 days after, so
Yep.
bring something
On the
you
16th?
love and someone you love on the 16th at 6.
And if you don't happen to live in Utah, go on meetup.com and search for keto. There very well may be a meetup in your area.
Yeah.
Or you could go all in like Brenda did and organize
organize your own.
a keto mini, as in Minnesota Fest. Brenda will probably tell us when that's happening again for those who weren't on last week.
Is she still here?
Yes, she's still here.
Oh, awesome.
So, at least I think she is. Pretty sure she is. Anyway, it just takes a while from when we say stuff or when it gets to the camera and then out to the interwebs. So.
I like that dicka-dicka-dicka part.
It's
very nice.
Yes.
It's my favorite.
So yeah, and if there isn't a keto meetup in your area, make one.
Make one!
It's really funny how there tend to be a couple of keto meetups that'll pop up. And they'll usually be sponsored by a multi-level marketing company that sells exogenous ketones that we're not going to name. And it's people who are trying to get people into their downline. And then they stop. And then a couple months later, another one will pop up. But here in Utah, there's only one that isn't sponsored by an MLM. And that's the one that we run. And if you happen to make your own and stick with it, then there will be one in your local area too. And Beverly Santalonza says, tried my very first chocolate keto chow today mixed with heavy cream. Delicious. Is it normal to feel bloated?
So I wonder, Beverly, if you used... How much heavy cream did you use? And how often do you eat dairy normally? And, that's what I wonder. What do you think?
So it could be that. If she's very, very new to keto and hasn't ever tried anything keto like that, then it could be a lot more fat than she's used to.
Okay.
So that could also be an issue. But one way to tell for sure it would be to try switching to avocado oil.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're having any problems at all with heavy cream is delicious.
So delicious.
But if you have any problems at all, try it with avocado oil, or try using half the amount of heavy cream and then the quarter of the original amount as avocado oil. Anyway, there's a calculator on our website that can help you figure out how to get half of the calories from heavy cream. And so it was a half cup of heavy cream.
So that should have been good, depending on how tall you are.
Intolerant of heavy
Intolerant
cream.
of heavy cream.
Yeah. So.
Hi, Christine.
Yep. She waved.
She did. I'll wave too.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh. Well, I think it was last time or the time before. I was talking about the effectiveness, or rather the ineffectiveness, of the urinalysis strips, the ketone P test strips, and how if you actually want to test,
you said they were for entertainment purposes only.
They are for entertainment purposes only. They will. Oh, she's only 5'2".
So maybe less.
Yeah, I would suspect
you do. What is it, Holly? What do you do?
Yeah, Holly, tell us how much you do. Pay attention to what Holly says, Beverly, because she's about the same.
She's got it.
Yeah.
She's got this. So you probably use too much heavy cream.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how much I use, and I'm 5'9".
Yeah. Because that'll make about a 600 calorie shake.
Yeah, and you probably would only need like 400.
4 or 5, but yeah, depending.
450.
Okay, so back to pea strips. So I
like to talk about pea strips.
I do like to talk about pea strips. If you watch today I did a 42. It was day 42 of my 100 days of Keto Chow. Today I did talk about poop.
Oh, poop is so fun.
Anyway, so let's see, where am I at? So the ketone test strips, the pea strips. If you do want to test, you really want to use blood or maybe breath acetone, but you need a really expensive one if you're going to do the breath acetone. The Keto Mojo is the one that I've been using for the longest time. I'm currently testing the Keto Coach one, which is a little bit less expensive for the strips, but I get very different readings from the Keto Coach versus the Keto Mojo, and I need to get some calibration, some ketone calibration juice stuff, and see which one is more accurate, because
yeah, that's what I want to know.
Like sometimes I'll get a 3.2 on one and a 3.8 on the other, or a 2.4 on one and a 3.4 on the other. So it's kind of interesting. I'm not sure which one is the most accurate right now, but anyway, the calculator told me to use
3.75 ounces heavy cream and
5 foot 4.5. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm about 4 ounces.
Yep.
So that's a little less than.
Yeah. Now, so the pea strips, the issue with those is it's testing the overabundance of ketones in your urine, the stuff that you're not using. Oddly enough, you're taking fat, which is not water soluble, and turning it into ketones, which are water soluble, which spill out into your urine. So as you have been doing a ketogenic diet for longer and longer, the effectiveness of the urine strips diminishes. Now, I tested them last Saturday or something like that. I was a little bit dehydrated, which changes the results because it's testing the concentration of ketones in your urine. And if your urine is concentrated, then the concentration goes up. So if you're not getting as much water. So, anyway, sorry, I just got an email from somebody. Yes. Choo-choo. Anyway, so
oh, now I'm tall.
When I tested the urine, it said I was at 16 millimolars, which would be like I was like at the very end of the scale, like ketoacidosis. And when I checked my my blood, I was at like 3.0. So anyway, it seems to be really variable, and I think the reason why it was even getting any ketones at all is because right now, since I'm only eating Keto Chow with absolutely nothing else, my ketone levels are really high. They've been typically above 3.0 the entire time, which is really high. And I don't know if my body is able to use that much right now. So, oh yeah, that was Richard. He was causing distractions. He was the one that emailed.
I saw that, said Richard.
Yeah. So, anyhow, and you don't really need to test. When you're first starting off, and if you want to use the urine test strips, just to check and see that, hey, something's happening, I'm actually doing a ketogenic diet. Did I restart the recording?
I don't know. I need a drink. But we're on live, right?
Yeah. I think I might have started the recording.
You're so cute when you're
It's recording now. I think I might have forgotten to start the recording.
Oh well.
I totally think I did. Dang it.
I have a fat face today.
Anyway, so half of the YouTube version of this will be like low quality coming off of Facebook.
And then it'll pop in.
And then all of a sudden it'll be like 4K.
Wow.
Anyway.
And they'll see what I'm seeing, which is
yeah.
so great.
Anyhow, so
Pea strips.
Yeah, pea strips. It's a good motivator, but it's not necessarily. Yeah, it's not necessarily good for measuring things, other than just to know that hey, stuff is happening.
And I didn't even try them because I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Because I'm awesome like that.
Holly says she uses 5 tablespoons of heavy cream, or dang it, Richard. Go back. Here we go. Or 2.5 tablespoons of avocado oil. So there you go. Oh, and Gina, I forgot to. She says she loves the chocolate mint.
Yeah.
Tried chocolate peanut butter and was a little gritty, and that sounds about right because the peanut flour does have a little bit of grittiness to it. It's not much, but it's not the absolutely smooth that you get with the other flavors. Just because there is that little bit of peanut flour.
I haven't noticed that.
Okay.
But that's okay. Also, do you leave it in the fridge overnight? That may help.
Richard wants to know, what are your thoughts on doing keto chow for breakfast and lunch, but a normal keto dinner?
That's what I do.
Yep.
Pretty much every day.
Yep.
I've been doing it for a long time.
So yeah, it's just food. That's what keto chow is. It just happens to be nutritionally complete food. So if you want to do 2 a day, you want to do 3 a day, whatever. You can use it however you want. Yep. I personally am doing 3 a day just because that's what I'm doing.
I want to say so.
Because you want to say so?
Because you want to say so.
Oh.
I want to say so.
My glasses don't reflect quite as much blue as yours.
Not nearly. Mine like covered my whole
I think
eye.
it's because you were in the wrong spot.
Oh, that's okay.
So, anyway, because I'm off to the side and you were right in the middle.
Well, let me use your glasses. I'm just kidding.
No, we would need to switch places.
Oh.
I switched places while your back was turned! Do you want to kick back?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
We're going to put our feet up.
Oh yeah, now I can zoom in.
No, don't zoom in more. I don't want to see my face anymore.
Yeah, this is the life. Okay, so...
Now I can't see my double chin as much because the camera's in the way, so I guess that's better.
Okay. It's still on the screen down here.
Dang it.
Except no double chin, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, you can use it for 1, 2, however many meals a day you want. And typically, when I'm not doing 3 meals of keto chow a day, that's what I'll do. I'll do keto chow for breakfast and lunch, and then eat dinner with the family.
With our kids.
Yep.
Because we have kids.
We do have kids.
A lot of
and
kids.
They need to eat. Speaking of making food that I'm not going to eat, on Saturday...
Yeah, what are we going to do?
No, this last Saturday.
Oh, on Saturday.
It's on your list. It's right there.
Sorry, I was thinking ahead.
One of my daughters, she wanted
it was sweet.
She wanted a smoked brisket for the dinner, and she wanted Dippin' Dots.
She wanted to make them as part of the date.
Yes.
So that's what they did, and it was way awesome.
Yeah. So that's what I did. I smoked a brisket with.
It was
and
delicious.
I didn't eat any of it.
They're all sitting at their date, and there's six people, 3 couples, and they're eating all this food, and it was actually pretty healthy food. I don't think they had 1 carb that one of the other girls brought.
Yeah, it was like
a pasta salad, I think, but everything else was like legit keto.
Which it didn't need to be.
It didn't. Yeah,
it's just what we have in our house.
Yeah, it's what our daughter decided to do. So anyway, they're sitting there eating, and I'm just like, Mom, you can come get a plate. And I'm like, okay. So I just went over, and I'm all digging into the brisket, put it on my plate, and
the brisket looked amazing.
It was amazing.
Yep.
So good.
I'm probably gonna make one just for me in April.
So tell them how you make Dippin' Dots. Oh yes, and we made some with Keto Chow.
So to make Dippin' Dots,
we should have made.
You get
better pictures.
basically an ice cream mix or in this case, Keto Chow, which is how I made the Dippin' Dots. And then you have to go to a welding supply store and get a big insulated container called a dewar, D-E-W-A-R, full of liquid nitrogen.
What is E-R?
D-E-W-E-R. That's what I said.
Oh, I heard A-R.
I might have said A-R.
Yeah. It's okay.
I think it is D-E-W-A-R. Dewar.
Dewar.
Anyway, you get a bunch of liquid nitrogen and you drip the stuff into the liquid nitrogen. It forms little balls. And then you scoop them out and let them warm up a bit. Otherwise, it sticks to your mouth, kind of like the Christmas story with the tongue to the flagpole. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I made some with...
I think you're right. D-E-W-A-R.
Yeah. I made some with the chocolate toffee Keto Chow, which was great.
And I had some of it and it stuck to my mouth.
Yeah.
But it was worth it.
So, Dan wants to know, have you found keto, not Keto Chow specifically, but just keto, works differently for different age groups, less effective for some,
sure.
more effective for others? Well, it's not even just age groups. It's different people.
It's different health
Yeah.
trials, too. It's going to work a lot differently for a lot of different people. If you have really bad metabolic syndrome and you're diabetic and you're having a hard time, kidneys keto's going to be a lot harder for you, and you're probably going to have to be a lot more strict to get your body healthy again, whereas I'm going to do a little bit better, and someone 10 years younger than me who's healthier is going to do better and be able to even eat more carbs and be okay. So keto is different for everybody, I think.
Then you've got newborn babies who go into ketosis after like 2 hours.
Yeah. I don't see why they wouldn't be in ketosis when they were born.
Well, they are in ketosis when they're born.
Yeah.
No, I mean, every time they eat, even if they eat something like sugary or something. So one of the presenters at Low Carb Breckenridge last year showed a time scale of how long it takes newborn babies and then kids, and as you get older,
newborn babies pretty much all the time are, because they're just drinking milk.
Yeah.
Fatty milk.
Yep, fatty milk. So yeah, different ages have different responses.
It was Amber O'Hearn.
Was it Amber? Oh, it totally was Amber O'Hearn.
And she's going to come speak at our Salt Lake conference.
Yep, she is.
The Keto Salt Lake. Anyway, I love what she said because nobody ever talks about kids except for in relation to epilepsy, which is great, but it's so beneficial for everybody. Keto is. Why wouldn't it be beneficial for kids too?
Yeah.
And so what she was talking about was that kids get into ketosis so fast because they're so metabolically flexible and they burn off everything they eat so quickly that they're in ketosis half of the time, or ketogenic state, however you want to say it.
Ketotic state. How about that?
Ketotic. Yeah, that sounds good. So anyway, it made me feel better about the stuff that every once in a while my kids will eat something somewhere at school or something like that. When we come home and eat a really good keto meal, I still feel like they're making their choices. They're doing what they want to do. We're trying to feed them keto. We're teaching them all the right things. And if they eat something somewhere else, they're still going to get back into it fairly quickly. So I guess that made me feel better.
Yeah. I would agree. Richard wants to know, what flavors do you recommend mixing with a morning coffee? I personally think the coffee smells like burnt toast.
We don't drink coffee. Lots of people like the salted caramel.
A lot of people really like the salted caramel. We even have people who are, for whatever reason, opposed to Keto Chow as a meal replacement drink, but absolutely love it in their coffee. Yeah. So it's kind of funny.
And you can even just mix it up like the normal directions, and have it in a
creamer
blender bottle and just put it in like creamer.
Yeah.
Too. So.
But we had
or you could even make it thicker.
Yeah.
And then it'd be thicker. I don't know.
But the salted caramel in particular, we had a lot of people at KetoCon who were like, "Yeah, I mixed it up in my morning coffee for the last 3 days."
Yeah, we had people coming and getting stuff, and it was awesome.
Yep. Amanda has liquid nitrogen at work.
Make some Dippin' Dots and take some pictures.
So let's see.
And eat it because it's delicious.
Yeah, I think I might have said Dan Jesse, but it's Jan DC or Desi.
How about just Jan?
How about Jan? So she says, I have no chronic issues other than hypothyroidism and arthritis. I'm just old. I've been trying to follow everything as you have laid it out. If anything, I'm below on carbs every day. Yet I don't seem to be accomplishing much. Just wondering if there's a definite cutoff as far as age goes. There isn't.
No. And what are you trying to accomplish? Actually, like a lot of times your body is healing and you just can't see it. Yeah. So you have to still look at it positively. Also, how much time frame are you giving you? Because it takes sometimes years for your body to heal. And a lot of times you do heal quickly, but then you still won't see it. If you're looking for weight loss, that's different than if you're looking for
healing chronic illness.
Your body to work. Also, have you checked your different thyroid medications? And there's like, I don't know this. We have a Ken Berry did a really good.
Ken Berry is the guy to look
live
at
with talking about the different thyroid hormones that you need to look up, and a lot of times they won't look up the right one, or they'll look up like the general panel, but not the specific different thyroid hormones. I'm probably slaughtering this. I'm sorry, but anyway, it was really cool, and he tells you exactly what you need to have your doctors look for. With the thyroid, which you probably know way more about it than I do if you've already been diagnosed with all these things. But
she says her main goal is losing weight. Now, for a lot of that, stay under 20 grams of carbohydrates a day.
Also, don't look at the number on the scale. The number is just utterly depressing, especially for women. It's the worst for women. You want to measure. You measure your body and write it down and then measure it again. There's this cute couple, two ketos.
Is it two crazy ketos?
Two crazy ketos, and the crazy has a K. Anyway, I was looking at their videos. They're so cute. Two crazy ketos. Two crazy ketos. I'm sorry. Well, maybe we can link them on here too, because they're really cute. But one of the very first videos that she was talking about was, she said, I want you to weigh yourself once a week, but measure every day. I'm actually not sure. But I thought it was a good point, because I weigh myself every day and it's so depressing. I'm like, I drink water so I feel good because I'm hydrated, but then I weigh another pound the next day and I'm not moving, but my pants are fitting way better. Like that matters. That means you're losing weight. You just may not be losing the number. So anyway, I thought they had cute little videos, so you can check those guys out.
I linked to them.
Nice.
And the one guy looks a lot like John Malkovich.
Oh, really?
Like really a lot like John Malkovich.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so and Jan says vanilla keto chow is really good in coffee.
Yeah, and then you could even look into fasting if you can fast. I know that really helps reset things, and even if you just do like a couple 36-hour fasts here and there, not like a whole 5-day fast, or you don't have to do extended fasting, but even little bits of fasting and then a narrower eating window helps a lot just to kickstart things. Plus, if you've been doing the same thing for a while and your weight is stalled, you gotta mix things up. Your body will get used to it and be like, oh, I'm just gonna hold on to this because this is comfortable, and you're designed to hold on to the weight so that if there's a famine, you'll be able to take care of yourself. But
and we talked about that a lot last week with Brenda.
Yeah. So.
Yep. Okay. So Carol wants to know what's your opinion on using MCT oil with heavy whipping cream for keto chow versus avocado oil and heavy whipping cream.
We've done that before.
I'm doing it.
Yeah,
this
you're
week.
doing it right now. You're doing 2 tablespoons.
No, I'm
1 tablespoon.
2 tablespoons. Heavens, no. Well, not in each one. I'm doing 3 tablespoons a day, 1 tablespoon in each thing of keto chow. So I'm doing, for me, what I'm looking for is 100 milliliters of keto chow. No.
Keto chow.
100 milliliters of heavy cream.
Yeah, which is just a little bit more than I have. I have 4 ounces, and 100 milliliters is just a little bit higher.
Less. In the 4 ounces is 118 milliliters.
Oh, well, whatever.
So, I'm doing 100 milliliters of heavy cream, but it's 40% fat heavy cream. So it has a bit more calories per whatever. And then I'm doing a tablespoon of MCT oil. The MCT oil is cool if you are using fat, like say avocado oil. You can replace up to a tablespoon of that in each shake with MCT oil if you really want to. It's not a recommendation, it's not required. You can if you want to, because it's cool and it will boost your ketones and give you more energy. It is not going to make you lose weight any faster at all. Because to lose weight, you have to take the stored energy, the stored fat that you have, and convert that into ketones, or just burn it directly as fatty acids, which is what really happens out when you're doing it. But yeah, taking exogenous ketones, taking exogenous MCT oil, which gets turned into ketones, will not make you lose weight any faster. Just like taking exogenous ketones will not make you lose weight any faster. But if you have issues, like I said, if you have issues with you need some more energy or things like that, it can help.
Cognitive function.
Or you need higher levels of ketones for therapeutic reasons. Yeah, epilepsy, Alzheimer's, anything like that. It's a lot like taking exogenous ketones, only it's really a lot cheaper and doesn't have the potential weird side effects that can come with the improper handedness of the
which we still don't know
isomers
that much about.
Yeah,
so
which we don't. So let's see. Richard says that's one of the biggest downfalls. Weighing yourself every day brings you down.
Yeah.
I 100% support measuring every day and weighing one time a week at the same time. You might actually just want to measure once a week, but either way, you want to measure. When I dropped my original weight, I made myself stick to the schedule, and I had a lot less disappointment because of the scale.
Yes. Okay, so speaking about measuring, we got these, we got one.
Zozo suits.
Zozo suit.
Z-O-Z-O.
Zoot suit.
Zoot suit.
And I don't know if they're making them anymore or anything, but it's kind of cool. It's like this black suit that has all these little white dots on it, and then you take a picture of yourself with a camera at all these different rotations. You stand there, and then you turn, and then you turn, and then you turn, and then you turn until you get all the way around, and then it does your measurements, and it's really cool. I don't know how accurate it is. I haven't done it twice. I only did it once. Chris has done it twice and 3 times, and yeah, I don't know how his results were because he didn't tell me, so I don't know. But it's a cool idea.
Yeah. Paula says that she's stopped 3 migraines with ketone powder.
Oh, really?
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the whole cognitive thing.
BHB. You said ketone powder.
Well, beta hydroxybutyrate.
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
Well, ketone could be anything.
Well, I guess it could be. So there are 3 ketones. There's beta hydroxybutyrate, acetoacetate, and acetone. And they all are present in your blood when you're doing a ketogenic diet. The only one that they give people is beta hydroxybutyrate, because that's the primary one. The problem is a lot of times people will take BHB powder to bump up their ketones when they're also eating a regular standard American diet. So they have high glucose and they have high ketones. And that is not something our bodies were designed to handle at all. It's supposed to be that when one goes up, the other one comes down. Mm-hmm. When your insulin is high, you should never have beta hydroxybutyrate running around in your system. Anyway, but if you are trying to treat epilepsy or Alzheimer's, or in this case migraines, that could be a way to do it. I'd prefer to make my own ketones, but if you've got a migraine, yeah.
Let's just quit those.
Yeah, have you
no migraines for you anymore.
Have you tried not having migraines?
No, just say no thank you.
Every time someone talks about depression, and it's like, well, have you tried just not being depressed? I don't know. Have you tried not having diabetes?
Have you tried not anything?
Let's see. Oh, this last Friday night, we went over to, so we live in Utah, Drew Manning of Fit to Fat to Fit. The first time I met him, I said, "Oh, you're the fat to fit the fat guy."
I said the same thing.
He was like, "Other way around." Anyway, he lives in Utah as well,
Yeah.
and he's supposed to be coming to the Keto Salt Lake show, but we were kind of out of the blue got invited to his house for the launch of his new book, Complete Keto.
It has good stuff in it. Yeah, it's Complete Keto is the name.
Yeah, and
he tells all his stories. So he told us there, kind of why he wanted to do this book, and he kind of retold his story, and then how his journey and some pitfalls he had to go through to get where he is now. And so it sounded really good, and we got to look at it. And then another thing that was cool was the lady Ashton who put the recipes in was there, and she had made a bunch of recipes from the cookbook, and so we got to taste them, and I got to taste them. They were delicious. They were really, really good. So I can't wait to get my hands on that book. I'm a book crazy.
Miriam has a problem.
Cookbook problem person. I love cookbooks, even though I don't cook that much.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to get my hands on them so I can recreate some of those recipes. It was Keto Chow Maine.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
So Chris took a picture of the Keto Chow Maine.
Keto Chow Maine.
Yeah.
Because it's chow mein that's keto.
But it was good.
It's not made with keto chow.
What else? I can't remember
there
what
was
else the name
jerk chicken.
Oh, that was really good.
And I don't remember what else there was. I wasn't paying much attention. Yeah, well, Miriam ran into
on my plate.
Katie's Meats and Meals.
Kate's Meats and Meals.
Oh,
Caitlin McCleary, I think is her name.
And so her and Caitlin's plus
friend
one,
that she brought,
and Miriam were hanging out, and I was kind of going around. But they were sitting right next to the Keepin It Keto Bundt cakes table.
Yeah, so we got some of those.
This giant spread of all these Bundt cakes covered in, there were like chocolate covered in like caramel stuff.
It was really good. Those are really good.
Yeah, I tried not to look at them.
They had a lemon one too. I don't know what it was called, but it had like lemon custard on the top, and then a little cute little lemon wedge. And it was good. Those are really good. Yeah. And then on the other side of the table there was the keto cookie stuff. You should link all these in here. Link Drew Manning and the keto cookie and Keepin Keto
to the Keto Salt Lake.
Oh, Keto, yeah.
Because it's all there.
Okay.
Because both of those guys
so those
are
people
coming.
are going to come to our Keto Salt Lake show.
Yep.
So that'll be awesome. I didn't actually get to meet the keto cookie guy. His name is Sean. I've been talking to him on email, but I didn't get to meet him.
I didn't know I was there.
But he was there. We just missed, in the circles. But
so
it was way fun.
Next thing, we're almost here at the end.
Mm-hmm.
A couple months ago, someone keyed us into the idea of warming up chocolate keto chow.
Who decided to do that? Holly?
I think it might have been Holly. I'm not sure.
Holly has some great
I don't know
ideas.
who first started the idea, but holy cow.
It's so good.
It's fantastic.
If you haven't had it yet, warm up your chocolate keto chow.
Or
chocolate mint.
Or chocolate mint.
Toffee. Or chocolate peanut butter.
Or chocolate peanut butter.
Holly heated up the salted caramel even the other day.
Oh, yeah? I tried the strawberry hot.
Yeah.
Nah, it didn't really work. I haven't tried orange or...
You could do chocolate and banana together.
The pumpkin would probably be okay.
Yeah.
But the chocolate ones
You know what else is good?
Fantastic.
The chicken soup is good hot.
Oh, the chicken soup is good hot. We get that all the time. Gross! You're supposed to mix it up hot.
Yeah.
Oh!
So we need to communicate that better, that it needs to be made hot. And you want to use salted butter. I mean, you can use whatever you want, but salted butter, I think, tastes the best.
Yeah. And it tastes... Well, it tastes a lot like hot chocolate, Jan, to answer your question. Because the chocolate keto chow by itself tastes kind of like cold hot chocolate or a chocolate shake. And when you heat it up, you don't even have to get it like super hot. If you get it really, really boiling hot, you'll destroy the vitamin C, along with a couple of the B vitamins. But if you just warm it up or get it to a decent hot temperature, it tastes like
it's really good.
Tastes like really good hot chocolate. For Christmas morning, I heated up some chocolate.
Oh yeah, that was good. What else did we eat? Do you remember?
On Christmas morning? Probably eggs and bacon and stuff. Oh, I think I cooked sausages in the...
We just need to stop talking about food.
Yeah, well, I'm also only eating Keto Chow right now.
We need to stop talking about food.
Anyway. Well, I think that's about it for tonight.
Yeah, we're kind of short today.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot to say.
Like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I wish I would have started the camera. Dang it. And can you guys hear us okay? We're trying out the shotgun mic that's on the camera.
Oh yeah, we didn't
to see if it
ask when we started.
Yeah, well, they've been responding to stuff. It's funny, when I held up my hand, I think it focused on my hand.
Yeah, it totally does. Look at your face.
There's my... You see my ring?
Oh yeah, you want to see my nails?
Ooh.
You can't still see them very good.
Oh,
you know what?
today.
They might be able to see them because they don't need my glasses to see.
Yeah, but it is coming through on the streaming thing, so...
Okay, stop being weird.
Well, no, it's just... we're seeing a lot higher resolution on the TV than what they're seeing, so...
They probably can't see. Hey, there's a smile. Hi, smile.
Yep.
Hey, where's my friend? I can't remember her name all of a sudden. Jimmy. Not Jimmy.
Julia?
No. Yes, she's my friend, too. Johnny Rocket's wife.
Oh, Emily?
Emily, where are you? Say hi to me.
Well, she's probably teaching English to Chinese kids.
Oh, she's so
That's what
nice.
she does. So
someday we're gonna meet in person. Someday we're gonna meet all of you in person.
That's
That'll
right.
be so fun.
Carol is making chicken soup tonight.
Oh, Carol, nice.
And don't be afraid to add salt and pepper. Mm-hmm. Or pepper.
Or chicken, or broccoli.
Or chicken, or broccoli, cheese. Or just all sorts of stuff.
Celery.
The new packaging I've been putting together, it has a kind of a cartoon thing on it. You can see it on the How to Prepare Keto Chow page right now. But it says, go ahead and add vegetables and chicken and salt and pepper and seasonings to the chicken soup. Or you can make Amanda's chicken soup, the drop biscuits, or the crepes.
Oh yeah, we gotta make those.
Our friend Lindsay, the type 1 diabetic who lives across the street.
Who had dinner with us on Sunday.
She made the Amanda's crepes.
She says she makes them all the time.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Let me link that in the thing. But yeah, it's Keto Chow crepes.
Yeah, she says she makes them all the time, and she'll make like enchiladas or whatever. She'll just hand them to her kids and be like, "These are tortillas," and they're like, "Okay,
okay,
tortillas, sounds good," and they'll just eat them. So yeah, she likes it. I haven't made them yet. I haven't made a lot of things. We've been busy.
We have been busy. So
with the samples. So you can go buy sample bundles now if you haven't yet.
Yep. Okay, well, we're done.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us, and we will see you.
See you next time.
I know. Well, normally the kids start showing up. Oh, my mouse is actually working great.
Yeah.
And then we're like, the kids are running around behind us and stuff like that, but anyway. So, bye!
Bye! Everyone have a lovely day.
You want to stop your live stream? Yes! Don't worry, I'm recording.
Did you stop the music, or was that me?
It wasn't me.
Well, if I go like this, we'll turn off.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my glasses.
Oh, okay.
So do you want to do it like this?